Hi, librarian friends. I'm Margaret Coffee, Director of Sales for Schools and Libraries at Sourcebooks. I'm thrilled to tell you about my favorite new Sourcebooks Kids titles. Thank you so much for your support this past year. We hit new highs in sales and appreciate your partnership. We've enjoyed working with you on author events and book clubs. All the titles are available for download on NetGalley and Edelweiss, and please visit our website for discussion guides and activity kits and to sign up for one of our many newsletters. If you're looking for authors to join you in person or virtually, please contact our event specialist, Ashlyn, who is listed here. I hope you've taken a look at some of my favorite recent backlist picture books and chapter book titles. And now, on to our new titles. Sunflower Sisters. In this heartwarming celebration of skin shades, from sun brown to autumn leaf gold, Amitra and Kiki get dressed for their siblings' weddings while enduring family nitpicks about lightning cream, sun rays, and the skin darkening effects of the color yellow. Luckily, Amitra's mother has a lesson or two to teach about that. With the support and empowerment of their moms, the Sunflower Sisters are two strong, confident girls, one South Asian, the other Nigerian, finding joy in their own skin. Back matter includes information on colorism and how to talk to children about this important topic. Me and the Family Tree. A celebration of family roots from beloved and award-winning children's book author Carol Boston Weatherford. When she looks into a mirror, a young girl sees how she resembles family members, as well as how she is unique. I've got my father's mouth and my mother's thick brown waves. I've got my uncle's chin, though you can't tell till he shaves. I've got my brother's ears and my sister's big bright eyes. I've got my grandpa's hands, though mine are a smaller size. An adorably cute book for children to feel the love and security of family and to celebrate the diversity among the people that make up our families and who love us so much. Black Boy, Black Boy. An inspiring picture book about self-esteem for African American boys, drawing on the history of the role models that came before them. Black Boy, Black Boy, rise up, it's time. It's a new day and a chance to shine. Shine like the sun, magnificent and bold. A new chapter begins. Your story's untold. From athlete and activist Colin Kaepernick to musician Fela Kuti, explorer Matthew Henson, and writer Chinua Achebe. There are so many inspirational men in Black history. This inspiring lyrical picture book combines an uplifting motivational text with references to figures throughout history that have paved the way for today's Black boys. The combination is both encouraging and educational, prompting boys to imagine what they can be and the great things they can do in their lives. The Story of a Butterfly. Did you ever raise a painted lady butterfly at home or in school? You're not alone. This stunning insect has wowed kindergarten and first grade classes for generations for its beauty and scientific intricacies. Join a class field trip in The Story of a Butterfly for a study on this popular butterfly, encouraging children towards curiosity and exploration, and ending with a call to make the earth more accessible for everyone, from humans to the tiniest bug. Each stage is beautifully illustrated in this simple introduction to life cycles and natural habitats of butterflies. Blue baboon finds her tune. Orange moon, blue baboon spies bassoon. Blue baboon is eager to play the bassoon with her new friends, but a monsoon threatens to spoil the fun. Fortunately, a big balloon arrives in time to carry them to a dune where they all can play in tune. From the powerhouse duo of Helen and Thomas Doherty, who created the Snatch-a-Book and the Storybook Night. Playtime for Restless Rascals. Nikki Grimes and Elizabeth Zunan's latest children's masterpiece is a whimsical adventure and rollicking celebration of playtime fun. A companion to Bedtime for Sweet Creatures and Off to See the Sea, Playtime for Restless Rascals is a spirited playtime story. A child's job's to play, and mom knows this and makes sure they're up and ready to get to work. When it comes to play, this kid is an expert. Mom watches as they dance in puddles, swing high, jump into piles of leaves, and make snow angels. They're hard at work, and when daddy comes home, they play even more. So much snow. The magic and wonder of deep winter snow will delight and entertain readers of this beautiful and intriguing, largely wordless picture book from debut author illustrator Hymun Park. It snowed all night long. It snowed so much that when two children awake in the morning and want to go outside to play, a shovel isn't even close to being enough. It's too much snow. This beautiful book received special mention from the Bologna Ragazzi Award Committee. And now the Brainy Science books. Chris Ferry has delighted children and families around the world with his unique take on science with his board book series. Now it's time for beginning readers to experience this information for themselves. The Brainy Science titles will intrigue and teach young scientists a variety of subjects with simple, easy to read text. These beginning readers include easy vocabulary, short sentences, word repetition, simple content and stories, correlation between art and text, and bright and colorful artwork. Now, moving on to middle grade, the 100 series. Sourcebooks purchased Bluewood Books last summer. We have updated 6 of the most popular 100 titles: African Americans Who Shaped American History, Hispanic Americans, Native Americans, American Women, Baseball Legends, and Scientists. Completely new titles such as 100 Disasters and 100 American Women Who Shaped American History will be available in fall 2022. Learn all about the fascinating lives and tremendous impact of 100 extraordinary people in these fact-packed biography collections for kids. Simple, easy to read text, illustrated portraits of each figure, fascinating facts about famous and lesser known heroes, and a timeline and trivia questions shine light on artists, activists, icons, and legends throughout history. Organized chronologically, each book offers a look at the prominent role these men and women played and how their talents, ideas, and expertise have influenced the country from its very beginning all the way through the present day. The Other Side of the River. From the award-winning author of Barefoot Dreams of Petra Luna comes a compelling new novel about building a new life in America. Barefoot Dreams was honored with a Belpré honor, an ALA notable, and is currently on the Texas Bluebonnet Master List. 12-year-old Petra Luna is in America after escaping the Mexican Revolution. Now that they are safe, Petra, her 2 younger siblings, and her abuelita have a chance to begin again in this country that promises so much. She leads her family from a smallpox-stricken refugee camp to the city of San Antonio, meeting with both opportunities and obstacles at every turn. As her family slowly builds their new lives, Petra starts to believe that even her most remote dreams of learning to read and write are within reach. Yet she also sees in America the extremes of rich and poor that she thought she'd left behind. And she begins to wonder if it's better to return to Mexico to fight for a better life there. Soon Petra finds her strength and courage tested as she discovers for herself what's truly worth fighting for. And our last middle grade title, The Girl in White. Mallory hasn't quite adapted to life in her new town of Eastport yet. Maybe it's because everyone's obsessed with upholding Eastport's reputation as the most cursed town in the US. And thanks to the nightmares she's had since arriving, Mallory hardly sleeps. Combined with the unsettling sensation of being watched, she's quickly becoming convinced there's more to her town, something sinister. When Mallory has a terrifying encounter with the same old woman from her dreams, she's not sure what to do. With the town gearing up to celebrate the anniversary of their first recorded legend, Mallory is forced to investigate the one Eastport legend she's always secretly been afraid of, Sweet Molly. Lindsay Curry is the author of the popular middle grade titles, What Lives in the Woods and Scritch Scratch. And next up are Fire Young Adult titles. Burn Down, Rise Up is a diverse debut novel from non-binary Afro-Latin Bronx native Vincent Torrado. For over a year, the Bronx has been plagued by sudden disappearances that no one can explain. 16-year-old Raquel does her best to ignore it. After all, the police only look for the white kids. But when her crush Charlize's cousin goes missing, Raquel starts to pay attention, especially when her own mom comes down with a mysterious illness that seems linked to the disappearances. Raquel and Charlize team up to investigate, but they soon discover that everything is tied to a terrifying urban legend called the Echo Game. The game is rumored to trap people in a sinister world underneath the city, and the rules are based on a particularly dark chapter in New York's racist past. And if friends want to save their home and everyone they love, they will have to play the game and destroy the evil at its heart, or die trying. In What's the Tea, Stonewall ambassador, best-selling trans author, and former teacher Juno Dawson defines a myriad of labels and identities. She offers uncensored advice on coming out, sex and relationships with her trademark humor and lightness of touch. Juno has also invited her trans and non-binary friends to make contributions, ensuring this inclusive book reflects as many experiences as possible. The companion title to the groundbreaking This Book is Gay, What's the Tea tackles the complex realities of growing up trans with honesty and humor and is joyfully illustrated by gender nonconforming artist Sophia. Wild is the Witch. Did you love last year's instant New York Times bestselling The Nature of Witches as much as I did? This was one of my favorite titles last year. Rachel Griffin is back with Wild is the Witch, another high-stakes, witchy contemporary fantasy, which will be published on August 2nd. When 18-year-old witch Iris Gray accidentally enacts a curse that could have dire consequences, she must team up with a boy who hates witches to make sure her magic isn't unleashed on the world. When Iris gets caught using an illegal display of magic, she's banished to working at a wildlife refuge with witch hunting intern Pike Adler. In frustration, Iris concocts the perfect curse for Pike, one that will turn him into a witch. But just as she's about to dispel it, an owl steals the curse before flying away. If the owl dies, the curse will be unleashed and turn not just Pike, but everyone in the region into a witch. Uh-oh. Iris begs Pike to help her track the owl, and they set out on a trek throughout the Pacific Northwest. Monsters Born and Made is a South Asian-inspired YA debut that follows 16-year-old Coral, who risks her life each day to capture the monstrous maristags that live in the Black Seas that surround her island. When her family falls in financial ruin, Coral decides her only choice is to cheat her way into the famed glory ways and win the gold prize. And finally, The Sacrifice. Rin Chupico is the best-selling author of The Girl in the Well and the Bone Witch series. Alon, a local teenager, watches a production crew of an American documentary-style reality show set up near her island. Off the coast of the Philippines, rumored to be cursed. Two producers offered to pay them to be the crew's tour guide, since other locals have refused to set foot on the island. Within minutes of their arrival, bad things start to happen. Rattled, the showrunner explains to Alon the purpose of the show, to investigate the island's legend of a dreamer god that supposedly grants believers unspeakable powers in exchange for 8 sacrifices. As the crew falls victim to the island's curse one by one, Alon must figure out a way to stop the dreamer before it destroys more than just the island. Thank you so much for listening. Please visit our website and have a great day.